The appointed time, we have a quorum, so I call to order the meeting of the panel on manpower. We're going to elect chairman for the 2026 session. So, we now proceed to the election of chairman for the panel on manpower in the 2026 session. The Secretariat has issued notice to members. At the close of the nomination period, the Secretariat has only received one valid nomination. The member so nominated is Mr. Tang Fei, who is nominated by Mr. Ken Wong and seconded by Mr. Ng Mun Kit. As Mr. Tang Fei is not chair or deputy chair of any other panel or committee, nor is he chair or deputy chair of any related government advisory bodies, according to the rules of procedure and the House rules, I now declare that Mr. Tang Fei is returned chair of the panel on manpower for the 2026 session. Congratulations. Mr. Tang, please come forward to chair the meeting. Thank you, Peter. We now move on to elect the deputy chair for the panel of manpower in the 2026 session. The Secretariat has issued a notice to inform members that at the close of the nomination period for the election of deputy chair, only one valid nomination has been received. The member so nominated is Mr. Lam Chun Sing. He is nominated by Mr. Kingsley Wong and seconded by Mr. Chow Siu Chung. As Mr. Lam Chun Sing is not chair or deputy chair of any panel or committee, nor is he chair or deputy chair of any related government advisory bodies, according to the rules of procedure and House rules, I now declare that Mr. Lam Chun Sing is returned deputy chair of the panel on manpower for the 2026 session. Next item, schedule of meetings for the 2026 session. In the 2025 session, the regular meetings of this panel were usually held at 10:45 a.m. on the fourth Monday of each month. Now, if members agree to adopting the same arrangement, please refer to the proposed schedule of meetings for the 2026 session as tabled. I'd like to draw members' attention to the following. As the fourth Monday of May is a public holiday, the May regular meeting will be advanced to 4:30 p.m. on the 18th of May. The fourth Monday of July falls within the summer recess of the Council, so the July regular meeting will be advanced to 4:30 p.m. on the 14th of July, a Tuesday. And the same applies for the fourth Monday of December. It is a public holiday, so the December regular meeting will be advanced to 4:30 p.m. on the 15th of December, which is also a Tuesday. Next item, items for discussion at the next meeting. Policy briefing. To help members grasp the policy directions of the government, the Secretary for Labour and Welfare will conduct a briefing session for members between 2:30 and 4 p.m. on the 27th of January, Tuesday, to brief members on the policy portfolio. The next regular meeting of the panel will be held on the 23rd of February at 10:45 a.m. The government has proposed to discuss two items. A, reform of the Employees Retraining Board, as well as legislative amendment proposal of the Employees Retraining Ordinance, and also B, talent attraction. Do members agree? I think that the members here do agree. Right, next item. I'll now open the floor for members to make suggestions on items to be discussed at the regular meetings in 2026. I see that you're all pressing the button to line up. Members who wish to speak, please press the request to speak button. We have limited time only. I will give each member only 2 minutes. Starting with Mr. Chow Siu Chung. Thank you, Chair. According to the practice of this panel, every year we have two standing items on occupational safety and health. This is something close to my heart. So, I do have comments on how meetings are arranged. In mid-January, on 3 consecutive days, 3 serious industrial accidents happened, leading to 3 fatalities and 2 injuries. They involved working at platforms and lifting operations. After these accidents, the Secretary has agreed to review the relevant guidelines on the use of platforms and lifting machinery. So, before we discuss this item, I'd like the Labour Department to report to us on the outcome of the review on the relevant codes of practice. And the Labour and Welfare Bureau floated a legislative proposal in 2021 requiring high-risk minor works at construction sites such as scaffolding and also truss-out scaffoldings to be reported. And then, according to the Labour and Welfare Bureau, after a few years in November, the Bureau reported little progress to us. So I'd like to have an update from them. And for construction site safety issues, I'd like to invite the relevant government department representatives to come, such as Development Bureau and the Buildings Department. Thank you. Mr. Lam Chun Sing, Deputy Chair. Thank you, Chairman. The policy address announced that the government may legislate on labor insurance, compensation for platform workers who are injured on duty. Now, legislation is a lengthy process. The government will have to go through a number of steps. So I'd like the government to keep us posted if there is any progress so that the panel can have a discussion on the matter. I'll draw a line after Mr. Lothier Lam has spoken. Yes, I'm concerned about imported labor. We're short of hands in different sectors, including the aviation, logistics, transportation sectors. According to the latest Manpower projection, in terms of Hong Kong being an international aviation hub and also shipping center, we'll be short of 30,000 practitioners by 2028. We need to make sure that there will be sufficient imported labor to support the sectors, so that local practitioners can benefit as well. So I wish to have a discussion on imported labor, especially increasing the quotas for the aviation sector, shipping sector, expanding the scope of the enhanced SLS and streamline procedures. The second point is about manpower training. Technology and the AI are widely deployed across different sectors, and many sectors are undergoing upgrading and transformation, including the logistics and transportation sectors. So we need to help the practitioners adapt and upgrade themselves. Dr. Elvin Lee. 3 points on talent attraction and integration. We should conduct a comprehensive review on supporting measures for incoming talents under the various talent admission schemes so as to make Hong Kong more appealing to overseas and mainland talents. The next point is about occupational safety and health. I'm not going to repeat the same points already made, save to say that we should work on education publicity on occupational safety and health. I'd like the government to report the progress to us. Next, about retraining, upskilling. Mr. Lam just now referred to AI, and there is a need to enhance retraining. And also, the nature of jobs has changed in the Greater Bay Area, so as the demand. So I'd like to discuss policy implementation to support the change. Mr. Kingsley Wong. Thank you, Chair. 2 items, OSH. I thank other members for supporting the idea of setting up a subcommittee on occupational safety and health. In the last term, the Ombudsman conducted a direct investigation report on OSH. So I think specifically we should follow up on this report. The next point is about human resources. The Labour and Welfare Bureau prepared the report on manpower projection in different sectors in order to form the basis for imported labour. I think it's time is ripe for a review. For example, top talent pass scheme, according to the Secretary, over 400,000 applications have been approved. So, about labour shortage, as pointed out in this manpower projection report, we'd like to have an update after the labour importation policies have been implemented. Mr. Holden Chow. Thank you, Chairman. I'm concerned about job protection for grassroots in Hong Kong. Now, the Chief Executive announced earlier that in relation to some specific sectors and trades, there may be a need to enhance job protection for them, and it will be dynamically adjusted. For example, the Chief Executive earlier announced that the protection will be enhanced for the food and beverage sector. So within this year, I think at an appropriate juncture, the government should report progress to us so that the panel can discuss on the matter and see whether further measures should be put in place to protect grassroots jobs. We need to strike a balance. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Thank you, Chairman. To dovetail with the 15th five-year plan, apart from replenishing manpower in the short term, I believe the government should draw up medium to long-term manpower planning proposals at 2 levels. First, tech talents and the use of new technologies like AI. Second, employees in general, they should be retrained so that after upskilling they can adapt to new job patterns. There should be greater collaboration with the vocational training institutions in Hong Kong. That means we should enhance the quality of these institutions as well. Mr. Jonathan Lau, 2 points. We should review the median wage level for different trades and sectors. For example, for a worker with 1 year of experience or 3 years of experience, their pays will be very different, widely different. Not to mention bonus payments, leave payments. So the government should review the median wage for different sectors. The latest unemployment rate is 3.8%. I am a district council in the Southern District. For those working for shipyards, well, these jobs are shunned by workers because of the poor environment. I also represent the food and beverage sector. Again, kitchen workers are not impressive. Young people avoid taking up this kind of work, and that is why we need to ensure a stable stream of manpower supply to support development of sectors.
Mr. Chen Pui-gong. Thank you, Chairman. I'm also concerned about protection of local employment. Unemployment rate is standing at 3.8% and higher for some occupations. It is foreseeable that in the near future, the unemployment rate will not climb down. So I ask, what plans do the government have? So that's sort of my New Year wish. I wish everyone has a job and the unemployment rate to climb down. Mr. Ken Wong. First of all, congratulations to the chairman and deputy chairman for being elected. Now, I share the concerns with my previous speakers. 2 points here. First, we need to enhance occupation training in a targeted manner and improve the talent importation mechanism. First, on targeted training concerning the mismatch of skill, there should be more efficient training courses with higher turnarounds, in particular, I&T and AI and data analysis. These are jobs with high demand. And also, we should import labor in a targeted manner. At the same time, we need to strengthen our policies to ensure that there is sufficient training for local laborers and prevents local laborers from being outcompeted. Now, in terms of the quota, we need to focus on the dynamic need of certain industries. We should review the situation every year and adjust the policy. Mr. Lam Wai Kong. Thank you, Chairman. I'm pleased to hear that many members talk about protection of local labor and prioritizing their employment. So I hope there will be concrete measures to achieve that on the part of the government and on improving employment prospects and incentives. Now, compared with our neighbors, our labor participation rate is low, in particular among the silver-haired female and the young, the youth. So how can we incentivize them to join the labor market? And also, how can we enhance protection of workers and OSH with technologies? Finally, we need to enhance and improve our MPF mechanism and strengthen the EMPF. Now, when will the government implement the policies of paying MPF contributions on behalf of low-wage workers? Now, by improving the MPF system, we can offer better protection for grassroots workers' retirement. Thank you. I've jotted down all your points. Now, the chairman and deputy chairman will meet with the officials during our work plan meeting, and all the previous points will be conveyed to the officials. Now, in last week's House Committee's meeting, the chairperson has explained the basic rules concerning the establishment of subcommittee to study policy issues. And the House Committee has agreed that the priority will only be decided upon receipt of all the proposals to establish these subcommittees. Now, if you're minded to establish a subcommittee to study policy issues, please submit the proposal to the Secretariat by 5 p.m. Friday on the 6th of February. The proposal must include the terms of reference, the work timetable, and the work plan of these subcommittees. Now, the upper limit of the subcommittee must be 20, comprising more than half of the members of the panel. Non-panel members may also join, but their number may not exceed that of panel members. Item 4, AOB, there is no other business. I declare the meeting adjourned.